Hello! Today, me, Baby Zirkle over here.
Hi.
We're going to be playing an adventure game. Or not an adventure game, an adventure book, I guess. That's what to call it.
Called Devil's Flight.
Devil's Flight by Gaetano. Fuck. I'm not even gonna. I'll put...
Abbondanza.
That's the last name.
How the fuck you say that?
Gaetano Abbondanza.
Abbondanza.
It's weird. This isn't like a published book. This is like an internet-made fan book based off of like the I don't even remember what the fucking series is called. Finding Fantasy Books, and this is a fan-made book. And
Supposed to be pretty good. I haven't read it. He has.
I've played through it before. I think it's pretty good, but it's also old as hell. If you want to know how old as hell it is, it's fucking. It says for like information, like you email him at AOL.com.
Oh, nice.
Which is that's pretty fucking old.
Shit.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and read the introduction, and then we'll set up your character sheet.
Okay.
And stuff. As humanity gradually spread across the cosmos, the patterns that held first been established on the original Earth continued on a grander and faster scale. Settlements developed on new worlds, which led to further settlements in more distant parts of the galaxy, in much the same way that people had originally moved across the terrestrial continents. The first step, however, remained unchanged. Any new world had to be explored, mapped, and judged on stability of settlement and or resource extraction. In this adventure, you are an astrogeologist. As such, the determination of whether a newly discovered planetary body could hold permanent human settlements is dependent upon your professional opinion. You enjoy the work. It is interesting and stimulating. Today, however, will be unlike any other day you've ever experienced. To play the game, please familiarize yourself with the following rules. You need a pair of dice, a pencil, and some paper to keep track of various notes. You can also print out whatever. So, we're going to be creating out a character sheet.
Okay.
Alright, so first we're going to start with
Tour 1.
Combat. Let me see. Combat. This reflects your ability to fight. Defend yourself from attack and kill or disable opponent. You have a military background and are thus expert in both armed and unarmed combat. Your basic combat score is 10. Whether or not you are armed, this value will mostly remain constant. However, the amount of damage you inflict on an opponent is determined by what weapon, if any, you are fighting with. At the start of an adventure, you do not carry a hand weapon. Anytime you fight an opponent in this state, you'll inflict 2 points of damage to their life score. If you find a weapon during the adventure, you'll be told... Okay, so basically the thing is that you start out with 10 combat, and if you get more combat, you do more damage, but right now you have 10 combat, and if you're punching somebody in the face, then you do 2 damage.
Okay.
Life, you begin with 20 life points. That's pretty easy. Fear, okay. We pretty much understand how fear works.
Fear.
Yeah, they have fear. Basically, every time you go into a scary situation, you...
Fear's gay as fuck, I know.
Yeah, you gain some fear, and then if you get to the total fear, then you...
Die from fear orgasm.
Yeah, you die. So then fear is... You start out with 0, so 0 out of 10.
I'm doing so much rolling.
Yeah. Well, no, this is where you start doing your rolling. Oh, wait, no, you actually don't. Okay, I fucking forgot about this.
God, I wanted to roll dice.
Okay, so this house. So you have 5 skills. No, you have 4 skills, right? Which is targeting, perception, and dexterity and cybernetics. And so you have 30 points to distribute among them in any manner that you wish. The only restriction being that you may assign no more than 11 points to any one attribute, and no less than 2.
What the fuck is
Cybernetics is your ability to use computers and technology.
Oh, okay.
Put into
it. Well, we're gonna want at least, 9 perception.
Alright.
We want to be able to fucking see everything.
Well, you gotta realize that with most of these, you end up having to roll over or under your score, so you have to think about that. What I did when I played is, because 30 can't be divided by 4
equally,
but 28 can, so I automatically put 7 points into each one, and then you spent those last 2 points.
That's what I was actually going to do, is just put 7 in everything else, and just leave those extra 2 in perception.
Oh, okay.
So So everything's 7 except for my perception.
Yeah.
So I understand. I'm being
Alright, so 7 times 3 is 21. Okay. Yeah. And, okay, so that's that done. Okay, and there's one more thing that I have to make note of. Anytime your life score falls to 6 or below, you must temporarily reduce the value of these skills by 2 points. Okay.
That's gay.
So when you get to 6 or less health, you lose 2 on every skill.
That's gay.
Yeah. And then, so here's fighting. You roll 2 dice for your opponent, so your opponent always goes first. So whatever you get, you add its combat strength to that, and that's its attack. And then you roll your dice, I add your combat strength to that, and that's your attack. If you're higher, you do damage. If they're higher, then they do damage.
Okay.
Your equipment is pretty simple. Very quickly, neuroxin is a chemical used to treat anxiety. So if you find any of it during your adventure, it will
Help you
lessen your fear. You can heal yourself via medipacks and stuff. I think that's pretty fucking self-forward, or whatever.
Self-forward.
Fight me. So you begin the adventure with a backpack that contains a canteen of water, as well as your medipack and supply of neuroxin. You have a laser pistol holster to your
We have a
side.
supply of neuroxin.
Yeah.
Like, basically, since the beginning of time, every human's been fucking super scared. Since people just die randomly.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like, ugh. Can you imagine that?
Somebody trips, they get startled, and they're like, I'm dead.
Okay. So you have 5 medipack.
How much does a medipack
Each one restores 4 life points.
Okay.
So you have 5 medipacks, 3 neuroxins, however the fuck you spell that.
Like 3 molecules?
No, 3 whole things.
Well, I mean, it says 3 neuroxin, so...
I guess it's kind of non-specific. It could be just like a little
3 gallons?
particle.
3 gallons of neuroxin?
Who knows? And then a laser pistol. And then after that you have...
Pew pew!
After that you have 5 other things you can hold in your inventory.
Okay.
Alright, so let's start. Background. Leaning back and shutting your eyes, you take a deep breath and exhale slowly as your small craft rockets into the atmosphere, the G-force momentarily pinning you up against the seat. It will definitely feel good to get back home after so much time away, and you allow yourself to briefly daydream about the first thing you might do once you return. A nice glass of wine? A refreshing hike in the cool mountains? Or, like last time, a dip in the ocean.
Jack off?
You jack off in the ocean?
Yeah.
The idea seems almost dreamlike, given how much time you've just spent on the dry and dusty speck of the world known as Lambda AX575. But this has been your life for the past 6 months. Gather, test, and record various data. Soil, rich. Atmosphere, stable. Meteorology, moderately variable. Flora, little. Fauna, just about none. And various other details. Some of this you've transmitted back to headquarters, but much has been collected by physical samples which are now stored in your craft's climate-controlled hold. This place is habitable, although bleak. But this is of secondary importance. What's going to make your superiors back at Roboards, I guess that's your company, Swan Corporation, very happy is that your initial hunch was correct. This place is chock full of precious metals and strontium, the oil-like substance which makes high-speed space travel possible.
This is like fucking steroids makes you strong?
No.
Inject it directly into
It's
yourself?
strontium, not strong.
Do they make straws out of it?
It might be stromantanium.
Stroman?
Strobe.
Strobe lights?
Yeah,
Strobe light?
they make strobe lights. Strobe lights are what makes space travel possible.
Yeah. Well, because they gotta travel at light speed.
Yeah, the original fucking Challenger. It was actually just a fucking rave
There was just
machine.
one kid sitting on a strobe light.
Yeah, if it was just like
And then that power went out.
and then they went to the moon and exploded. That's the one that exploded.
Exactly, the power went out. And
Yeah, that was kind of bad. Space travel possible. A mining colony can be set up within less than a year's time if the final tests verify your conclusions. But that's that's neither here nor there. You've got a 2-month journey back to the mothership to make, most of which will be spent suspended in animation. From there, once you're revived and physically recovered, you'll be aiding the onboard scientists in organizing the data you've collected and preparing the final reports for corporate headquarters, located in a nearby quadrant of the galaxy. Then, and only then, will you be released for some well-deserved time off. This kind of assignment usually warrants at least a full year of compensatory vacation, not to mention a rather sizable bonus for having found such a promising location. You can almost feel the ocean water lapping at your toes. What do you think's gonna happen? Do you think you're gonna make it home safe, John?
No.
No?
But that's pretty good, though. I mean, go to work 6 months.
And then get a year off?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually.
Yeah. I mean, 2/3 of the time you get off.
You work twice as long, or you get twice as long off as you do work. That's cool. Your daydreams are cut short by the intense beeping of your console. Oh, see, John? Look. That's obviously the GPS telling you that you're home.
Oh, shit. I'm skipping headquarters altogether. I'm going home.
Okay.
Fuck them.
A communication is coming from, you scan the monitor, Resnick. You blink and read the name again.
Want to see my tits?
Commander Resnick. The top officer from your destination ship. Your status...
Justitude.
Wait. Shut up.
Kids, go on the internet and look up Justitude.
Don't. You frowned. It was just this morning that you briefed the ship on your status and return, and you're but one of a handful of scientists scattered around the galaxy that will surely be reporting back. It must be something extraordinary for him to be contacting you in this manner. Surely there hasn't been last-minute change in plans, an extension of service.
4 more years.
You chide yourself. More than likely, it's simply a procedural update. Nothing that should take too long. Turn to page 1.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Well, obviously, he's just gonna be like, yeah, you know.
I have a boner.
Cash.
Give you an extra week off.
Commander Resnick greets you by name as soon as you open the communications link. And so here you found a live one? He asked, referring to your initial report. Yes, sir. Oh, you want to read that as in your voice?
Yes, sir.
Keep
the
going.
planet looks very promising. If the final chemical analyses are positive, I think we found a supply of strawmantanium. That would take decades to exhaust.
Okay, see, now I know why you're just an observer. No wonder they send you off for 6 months. They just don't want to hear your voice.
Yeah.
And then they give you vacation for a year.
Yeah.
They just don't want you around.
Yeah. My voice not many people like. I don't know why.
Excellent.
Like it.
He pauses for a few seconds. There's one more thing. You were aware of the reconnaissance ship passing through your quadrant?
Yes. I overheard some talk regarding it. If I remember correctly, it had finished a mission in the Orenberry sector. A couple of parsecs away.
3.6 parsecs, yes, he replies. They stopped in our neck of the woods to resupply anyway. They're all set to go, or rather, they've been set to go.
Sir?
They should have left a week ago. He continues. They've been, well, parked, for lack of a better term. They're simply maintaining their current orbit and not returning any communication.
A comm system malfunction? That's pretty rare, but I've heard of it happening before.
You reply. Yes, absolutely. He counters. But what else is going on? Command is preparing an aid ship, but it's difficult to do so without knowing the exact needs to be aided. Basic engineering, the hyperdrive, the climate control system, the forward thrust, everything. You're beginning to understand where this is leading.
So I'm the only one around?
You're about 3 hours away at sublight, he replies. Sorry for the little diversion. Just fly over, drop in for some coffee, find what the hell is going on, and then transmit directly to me.
No problem, Commander.
You reply as the ship's coordinates begin displaying on your viewer. It's actually not too far away.
I'll be giving you a report shortly from... What was the name of that ship?
Resnick takes a few seconds to respond. What the fuck? The Diavelin. What the fuck? D-J-E-V-E-L-N.
My fucking policy round.
Is that like...
That was so bad. I just couldn't pronounce the word.
In the middle of a fucking debate round, you're just like, fuck it. And then you spelled it out.
I said and I was like,
GA blah blah blah. I don't even know what I was fucking saying.
I don't remember the words.
Yeah, this is like, I think it's supposed to be like some sort of like one of the names of the 7 dead demons. It's probably got like some sort of like actual meaning to it that's like auspicious or something.
Oh, fuck.
Go to page 177.
See, who in the would just decide, oh, this fucking one of the 7 devils in my asshole's names is this. Well, let's name our ship that. Ha-ha!
Yeah, something like that. Who knows?
Who has that idea? Like,
A low whirring noise emitted from the console confirms that you've reached your destination. As the ship comes into view, you turn off the autopilot and take hold of the low velocity guidance control. Now that you're seeing the... I'm just gonna call it the Big D. Because I don't fucking feel like calling
the Big D.
Trying to pronounce the ship name. Now that you're seeing the Big D up close, the first thing that strikes you is its size. Although it's a standard Q-class Explorer, it's much larger than you had first pictured. You guessed that it could easily hold twice the normal allotment of 100 or so crew members and passengers. Near the top is
pregnancy.
Near the top is a large observation galley, which appears to be devoid of any personnel.
Shit. Like the fucking devil himself has come onto this fucking...
Yeah. Yeah. You're quickly approaching the dock station and are seconds from landing when a pod cruiser suddenly appears from around the ship's starboard side. It's standard practice for a starship to carry small...
I think you're running out of power.
Shut the fuck up. It's standard for a starship to carry a small squadron of these cruisers. They're used to transport crew members down to planets or to other ships. They also serve as greeters for incoming craft. Following protocol, you slow your ship down to allow the cruiser to get in front of and lead you into the docking station. However, to your great surprise, the pod cruiser banks sharply to your left and slowly drifts along its new course. You frown. There's only one place to land your craft. What does this pilot have in mind? You could change your own course and continue to follow, or ignore the ship and dock, or you could attempt to open up a ship-to-ship communication channel with the pod cruiser, or the Big D. So your options here are, because basically this pod cruiser, right? It's sent out to take you to just give you a little escort to the docking bay, but instead what's happened is it's taking you in a different direction. So you can either A, follow it, B, just fuck off and be like, no, I'm just going to dock anyway. C, try to talk to it via communication link, or D, try to talk to the ship via communication link.
Well, we already know the communications are either fucked up, they're all fucking dead, or, like, just for some reason they can't communicate. So, like, so fuck talking to the Big D. The Big D can fuck off.
The Big D has
like
the devil himself inside of it.
I think this is one of those situations like the white or the red wine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like...
One of them, you're just going to win the game, and one you're just going to
does it really sound like a good idea to fall? It's like, yeah, they've had this malfunction. We have no idea what the fuck's happening to them. And then just a mysterious pod cruiser starts to lead you away. It just sounds like one of those instant, like, death things, like, oh, you follow the ship and then you're hit by a meteor.
It's like, I knew that meteor was coming. So, fuck off. We're just gonna dock.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Can I flip the pod cruiser off as I go by?
We can pretend that you do. Okay, so you ignore the ship and dock. Page 52.
You instantly die because the devil himself comes onto your ship and rips out your ass.
How dare you not follow your manners? You were supposed to follow the ship. The cruiser maintains its slow drifting course, seemingly oblivious to your presence. It skirts the mothership, passing dangerously close, you think, before approaching a large open hatch on the rear side. You guess that the hatch leads to the engineering section. Judging by the soft amber light emanating from within... Wait. Shit.
What shit?
Okay. It certainly isn't... Oh, fuck. I may have turned to the wrong page.
God damn it.
I want to make sure, though. Oh, shit, yeah, you're supposed to go to page 98.
You stupid.
Oh, I gave you spoilers. Oh, no.
Okay.
Well, at least you know you don't die instantly.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.